What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Jay Will back again here to do some pitcher projections. Today is Monday, September 8th, and we got uh semi-light games. It's only 11. It's not a full slate. But we got a matchup of the day. Um, Boston versus the Athletics. You got Crochet versus Morales. Our top five Ks pitcher K's playing today. You got Crochet at number one in Boston with 218. Coming in at number two, you got Logan Webb out in San Fran with 194. Number three, you got Brian Whoop out in Seattle with 169. Number four, Nick Lodolo out in Cincinnati with 130. And rounding out the top five, you got Bryce Elder in Atlanta with 105. Big drop off. Um, Before we get into the review of yesterday's projections and props, I'd like you to like, comment, subscribe. If you want access to this picks, there's a couple ways. Join the Dub Club. Use code UNK, UNK. You get 50% off your first month and the YouTube executive tier. Link in the description. All right, let's get to it. To review, we were 14 for 26 for 53%. It was not one of my best days. Let's look at some of the sellers. Um, Rasmussen, Kershaw. I faded him and he went over. Sagano didn't do much. Scherzer, I faded him. It was looking good at first, and then he just went on a fucking tear. Martin hooked us. Charlie Morton didn't come really to play. I don't know. Had a bad game. Uh, Lorenzen, another one. I faded him and he went over. Ting, I faded him. He went over. Um, Ferris hooked us. Bello didn't do much. And Ryan Nelson with three. Our live parlay build, we were off. It was 4 for 8. And the pick of the day, like I said, Scherzer, I faded him and he went over. So I got to do better. Um, yeah, let me get into my pick of the day in just 1 second. All right. Pick of the day. Oh no, we got to go over the ass of the day. Yesterday it was Sagano, like I said, 3 innings pitched, 7 hits, 4 runs, 4 earned runs, no walks, 1K, and 3 home runs. Sagano, ass of the day. Who was the pitcher of the day? Oh yeah, it was Hunter Green. He put in some work yesterday. 7 innings pitched, 1 hit, 1 run, 1 earned run, 2 walks, 12 Ks. He did load up a homer though. But Hunter Green, pitcher of the day. All right, now we go. Here we go. Pick of the day. I'm going Ryan Berger over 4.5 Ks against Cleveland, and Logan Webb over 6.5 against the Diamondbacks. All right. Um, Let me get into the why. Let's start off with Berger. 4.5. I'm looking at his last five, right? I'm like, okay, that's pretty good. He don't have any head-to-head, but uh yeah, I liked his last five. Going against Cleveland. Um, he put up uh numbers, good numbers against quality teams. The Tigers, we all know any pitcher can get the over on them, but he got 8 against Minnesota, 7 against the White Sox, but then the second time around, he only got 3. But I see him getting 5 against Cleveland. You look at Cleveland, where are they, right? Number 8 in strikeouts. I like Berger over. Um, and then you got Logan Webb, who is a beast. Let's check him out. His line is at 6.5. Now for the season, 45%, right? The matchup grade, the filters. Okay. You're like, hey, why? And look at the head to head. It was the head to head, really. These two games were last year. He just faced him. June was a while ago, but 6 innings, 7 Ks, 3 earned runs, 7 hits. He let up a home run and a walk. His last 5 games is what I was like, okay, yeah. 7 against Colorado, 7 against the Cubs, 5 against Milwaukee, 7 against Tampa, you know, 3 against the Padres. All right. I say, okay, he the 7 against the Cubs, that's good, 5 against Milwaukee, that's pretty good. I'm looking at where's Arizona, and there they go, right behind the Yankees. So I just feel like the last time he faced them, he got 7. His last 5 is looking good, and Arizona is for the last month been playing like shit, striking out. So that's my pick of the day. Um, let's see, only 11 games. I'm gonna talk about 4 of them. I'm gonna go with the Cubs versus the Braves, the Reds versus the Padres, the Cardinals versus the Mariners, Red Sox, Athletics. All right, so let's start with the Cubs and Braves. You got Imanaga versus Bruce Bryce Elder. All right, Imanaga's line is at 4.5. Mr. Imanaga, let's check him out. Clip, clip. For the season, he's coming in at 48%. We slap on some filters. Filters like it. Does he have any head to head? Yeah, 50%. Most recent outing, guys, was 6 days ago. He went 6 innings and only had 2 Ks, 3 earned runs, 5 hits. He let up 2 home runs and a walk. This first time, he had 8 Ks, and that was last year. So this too is concerning. I look at his last 5 games. Okay. It just so happened his last game was the Atlanta game. Everything before that looked solid. Let's look at his last 10. Yeah. See, he just had these 2 shit games against the White Sox and the Braves. What about the rest of his stats? What else he been doing? Um, okay. Earned runs. Okay. We're looking at 2, 3 earned runs, bro. Uh, hits, 5 hits. Is he letting up home runs? Yeah, that's his problem, bro. He's letting up home runs, bro. At least one, maybe 2 pitch count. And he got the nerve to be a 6 inning guy. Hmm. And lately, he's been giving out walks. All right, so back to the strikeouts and the line 4.5. Will he get these strikeouts against Atlanta? And let's check them out. Where are they? Atlanta. They're number 11. All right, just faced him, and he only had 2. You look at his last 5 and 10, right? And you're like, oh well, damn, that was just a bad game. Was it? What happened in that game, bro? 6 innings, 2 Ks, 3 earned runs, 5 hits. He let up 2 home runs. That's what it was. Hmm. I don't know. And the rest of these games, right? You see the peak is really at 5. You see a couple. You got six, Pittsburgh. That nine against the Cardinals was impressive, bro. Cincinnati, yeah. The Milwaukee one too. So it's like, you know, I don't know, man. This guy is I would say he's consistent, but hmm, do the Braves have his number? This one is kind of like, I don't know. Should I go with the safe ass four? Like he have a better day than two? Let's look at 20 games. Okay, because what I want to see is did he have back to back like bad games? And I would say not really. Okay, so like over here, right? He was peaking at four, had a few flashes of brilliance, right? 4-3, that's fine. He had a bad game. Then he been on fire, right? Bad game. I think that, hmm, hmm, wow. I don't see him getting five. I just have to. This might be, like I said, spicy, bro. But fuck it. You just faced him 6 days ago. He let up two home runs. An improvement would be 4 Ks. So I'm rolling with the under. Let's see. They just recently faced him. That don't mean nothing always. It don't. But I'm like, hey man, I think, you know, they figured him out. What more can he do? You know? So we'll see. Let's check out Elder. His line is at 3.5. For the season, 54%. We slap on some filters. Mm, don't like it. Does he have head to head? Yes. And this was recent. This was 5 days ago. He just faced him. He went 7 innings, 6 Ks against the Cubs, bro. Like he let up 4 hits, no home runs, and no walks. That was a good game, bro. All right, last 5 games. Damn, he been consistent with like at least three. At least three. Hmm. Wow. Okay, what about the last 10? Let's look at the last 10. It's still at least three, bro. He had that one against San Fran. I don't know what that was about. But let's check out everything else. Um, let's check out everything else. Oops. Earned runs. What has he been doing? Hmm. Couple games here where he let up 8 earned runs, which is crazy against Texas and the White Sox, five against the Marlins here, but last five, yeah, not too many earned runs, bro. Not too many. Um, what about hits? Not too many hits. He's at like 3, 4 hits. That's Bryce Elder, man. hmm Yeah, he could give up a home run here and there. Pitch count. He is a 6 inning guy. Maybe 6.5, but definitely six. Walks. Hmm. Yeah, he'll walk you. Maybe twice. But back to the strikeouts. His line is at 3.5 because it's the Cubs, right? And the Cubs, you see where they at. Number one, two, three, four, five in batting, right? Um, I think he goes over. He just faced him and had six, right? A drop off would be four. You know what I mean? He's been averaging at least three, bro. He's getting at least three. He got six against him. Look at his last 10. Super consistent, bro. At least three. He'll get the four. Bryce Elder. Over. All right. Next game we got Cincinnati and San Diego. Let me type this in. Imanaga. I'm fading them. And Elder. We'll go over. There we go. 0 instead of over. Cincinnati versus the Padres. It's a pretty good game. You got, as Des would like to say, Nick Ladudu versus Yu Darvish. All right, 4.5, 5.5. Let's check them out. All right, for the season, he's coming in at 58%. We slap on some filters. Away game, matchup grade. It likes it. Wow, man, he been on fire. Look at this shit. Is the 4.5 disrespectful? All right, no, because he's facing the Padres, right? And they don't strike out much. Let's look, see where they at. See, number 4 in the last month in batting. Let's take off the filters. Reset. Um, does he have head to head? Yeah. With the most recent outing back in June, 5 innings, 5 Ks, 1 earned run, 7 hits, 1 home run, and 2 walks. 2 walks in both of the outings. That last year he got 11 on them in 7 innings. That's wild. Okay. What have you been doing his last 5 games? It's kind of been great, bro. He's been, really good. With this one blip against the Cubs, which he only pitched 1.7 innings. I wonder, something must have happened. Oh, yeah, that's that game where, um, yeah, I remember. I watched it. He had a blister on his finger and they took him out the game. That's what happened. The blister on his finger. But damn, he's been super consistent, bro. I think I'm gonna go with this over here. Um, let's look at the rest of the picture. All right. Earned runs. Yeah, give up. Ooh, this is concerning. 4 against the Dodgers, but all right, we'll say 1, 2 earned runs. His hits. Okay, 4, 5. 5 hits. Home runs. Is he giving up home runs? Yeah. Yeah, he is. Not the last 2 games, but in the head-to-head he has. He is, man, a sporadic inning guy, bro. But I'd say 5, 4.5, 5. Will he walk you? Yeah. All right. Still going on the over for Lodolo. What about Darvish? Let's check him out. You Darvish. His line is at 5.5. Plus money too. Over 5.5. Let's see. For the season, 27%. Um, hmm. Filters, home game, matchup grade. Okay, the filters like it, but season don't. Does he have head to head? Yeah, and they don't like it either. It was last year. He had 5 innings, 3 Ks, no earned runs, 3 hits, no home runs, and no walks. Okay, let's look at his last 5 games. All right. 6 against Baltimore, 3 against Seattle. Head scratcher. Dodgers 5. Dodgers 5. And San Fran 6. Last 10. Okay. The 5 was consistent. Those other 5 were maybe shit. Hmm. The head-to-head was last year. So this is what you're gonna get right here. Let's fill in the blanks. And I'm looking at this Cincinnati, bro. I'm feeling over. I'm feeling over. Let's see, where's Cincinnati on the list here? They should be in the top 10. Oh, 14, but he just got 6 against the Orioles, which, you can't be like, oh, we got 6 against the Orioles. You can't, but let's see, what else he been doing? 2, 3 earned runs. 5, 4 to 5 hits. I see. Uh, see, that's the problem. He's been giving up home runs in every game. Every game. That's man, he is not, he's a 4 inning guy. That's because once they start to hitting them home runs, they be like, all right, you're done. You're done. You had your strikeouts. Let's get out of here. Now, yeah, because you start to walking people, giving up home runs, then they're like, all right, you time to come out, bro. It's time to come out. But this last 10 games been super consistent. I feel like he'll get 6 against Cincinnati. I really do. His last 5 games, I like that over. The 5 will be super safe. But hmm, last year, 5 innings, 3 Ks. Last 5. See, he's not even going 5 innings, really. But the Ks is, in a short amount of time. Hmm. All right, man. That I really like that over, bro. But I'm gonna just go with the safe ass 5, bro. Safe ass 5, you Darvish. You Darvish. Um, Next game on the slate, we got the Cardinals versus the Mariners. All right, so let's look Dolo over in Darvish 5. All right, you got Miles Mikolas. I don't like that guy. I don't think he did shit the last time. Let's see, pitcher props. We'll see. His line is at 3.5. Let's check him out with the 70s porn stash. Yeah, he didn't do shit against Oakland, bro. I couldn't believe it. I was like, what? Yeah, that's why his line is at 3.5. He might be trash. For the season, 44% for 3.5. Away games, matchup grade. They don't like it. So you got 2 strikes against you. Head to head, 3 strikes. This was last year, though. In only 2 innings, he got 3 Ks, 6 earned runs, 9 hits, let up a home run. So they was like, all right, get out of here, man. In 2 innings, bro, these 9 hits and this homer, get out of here. What about his last 5 games? Look at this. Look at this. Trash. Um, oh, hold on, let me pause this camera here. Pause, pause. All right, sorry about that. Um, but Mikolos, man, he's been trash. Um, I don't I don't see him going over. I don't. So I'm fading him under. Let's fill out the rest of the picture on Mikolas. Let's see. Under. Hmm. Earned runs. Okay. It's not too bad. Yeah, that 10 blip on the hits is wild. Home runs. Yeah, he could. And pitch count. Yeah, it's sporadic. It's not. Hmm, I say five. And walks. All right. Next up, Woo. Line is at 6.5. That's kind of high. But Woo is super consistent. As you see, though, we'll already put him down for a walk. Maybe, maybe two, one, maybe two. Let's go to strikeouts. Over 6.5 for the season. He's coming in at 37%. You slap on some filters and they don't like it. Reset. Um, Head to head, no. But most recent starting pitchers, Ting had 8, Verlander was 6, Seymour 2, Springs 4, Severino 4, but Morales 8, Singer 8, Abbott 7. Um, so Wu is along the lines of those guys. You look at his last 5 games, 3 against Tampa. What was that about? What happened in that game? 5 innings, 3 Ks, 3 earned runs, 4 hits. He let up a homer. His walks got to him. Okay. Let's fill in the rest of the stats. He will give you 2 earned runs at least. How many hits? 4 or more. Is he giving up home runs? Yeah. And he's a 5.5, 6 inning guy. And we already talked about his walks. 2 walks, bro. So back to the K's. He's facing the Cardinals. He just faced Tampa Bay and had 3. Let's look at his last 10. Man, this guy, he's super consistent, bro. Super consistent. Um, but I don't see him getting 7. Yeah, I don't see him getting 7, bro. Cardinals, are they just as bad as these guys? No. Oh, let's see. But matter of fact, they are ranked 10 right now in strikeouts. So it's not inconceivable that he could go over. But does he bounce back and go 3 Ks to 7? Hmm, I don't know. And my concern is, hmm, can't say it's the hits. Is it the earned runs? What is my concern, bro? Is it the home runs? Yeah. Hmm. I don't know what happened with Tampa. It took him 5 innings to get 3 Ks. Man. Bro, I'm fading him. He ain't getting 7, bro. Why am I struggling to to say he won't get 7, man? Um, let's see. What did somebody do against them, the Cardinals, yesterday? Oh, yeah. Ting had 8 yesterday against them. Mm, I can't fade Woo, bro. I can't. But it's mostly that fuck, bro. Fuck, fuck it. He go over. Shame on me, bro. Um, that'd be a hell of a bounce back. You know. Let's look at his season though. That's I want to say that might have been his worst game this season. Okay, like Let's look at his 2025, bro. He only had, look at this. Oh, wait, over 6.5 though. All right. There's still a lot of red, but he's still super consistent when we go to the at least, you know, at least. Look at that, at least five. It's giving you at least five. Yeah, a couple bad games. So you could go with the safe ass five, you know. I'm fading him. Let's go. Mika less. I'm fading him too, damn. 103.5. And woo, under 6.5. That's spicy. Our last game of the day, we got Crochet versus Luis Morales. Uh, let's start with Morales. His line is at 4.5. Luis Morales. All right. His season is only 6 games. So this will be kind of good to gauge. Really, you got enough games, but then again, not enough, right? You want to look at small picture, big picture to see the trend. Um, so here's what we got. His numbers look good, bro. This one game against Arizona, I want to say it was his first game. He only pitched 2 innings, you know, and it was warming him up in, right? The next game, he was, almost 3 innings. And then they're like, all right. Then he went 5 innings. Now he's going 5 innings or more, and he's giving you at least 5 Ks, bro. He's facing Boston. Where are they in the last month? They are right in the middle of the pack. Middle of the pack. No head to head. What other pitchers been doing against Boston? Ryan Nelson yesterday had three. Um, you got Fott with 7, uh, Rodriguez with 4, Cantillo 7, Sassoni 8. Yeah, a lot of pitchers been going against Boston. So with that being said, and I think I faded him. I did. I faded him against, or did I? No, I didn't. Not against the Tigers, bro. But he's facing, look, these are high strikeout teams, bro. But that 8 against the Cardinals was impressive. I'm going to take the over. Over for Morales. Let's look at the rest of the picture. Earned runs, 1 hits. Okay, 3, 4 home runs. Yeah, he could. Innings pitched. He is a 5, huh? Maybe. I'd say 4.5 inning guy. 4.5 innings. Is he walking people? Yeah, he'll give you a walk. But I still like his case. I like him. Um, let's see here. Last guy on the docket here. We got Crochet. He will be leading the league in strikeouts after today. Him and Scooble going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. All right, his line. Ooh, it's at 7.5. For the season, he's coming in at 57% though. Away games, matchup grade. It's Oakland, guys. Yeah, he's at least 7. That filters like it. Season numbers is over 50%. But the head to head, now this was last year when he was with the White Sox. He only pitched 4 innings, had 4 Ks, 1 earned run, 3 hits. I don't know what that was about. But okay, we look at his last 5 games. That's concerning here. Yeah, 4 against Cleveland. I don't know what that was about. Yeah, bro, I don't know. And then they say, hey, get 8 against Oakland? Let's look at his last 10. Okay. That might have been his worst game of the season. Yeah, I think it was. The four? Let's see. Let's look at this. Is four the lowest number on the season? Yeah, it is. His first game, he had 4 Ks, and then this last game. So he only had two shitty games this year like that. That was wild. But I know the problem with him. Look at his fucking earned runs, bro. Like, yeah. Um, yeah, it's the earned runs and the hits. It's a problem. His last like 5 games. And he's fucking home run, bro. Like, man, earned runs and hits, I meant to say, and the home runs. Like, bro, I don't know. I ain't gonna say been ass, but you know, he ain't been lights out. And he's a 6 inning guy. And look at his walks. Look at his walks. Look at his walks. Okay, last 2 games he didn't. But yeah, his walk shit is, man, come on, man. I don't know. I think I might have to is it under the under is plus money. Let's go. He's not getting 8. No, he's not. As much as I love this guy, all right, I don't see it. I don't see it. I don't see it. Maybe though. I don't know. Look at this, the last 10 games, right? I see seesaw. That's what I see. I see seesaw. You know, look at the last 20. Let's do that. Okay, yeah. Let's ride the wave. That's what I do, right? I'd be like, you see the trend. When you do that, you see, like he's a seesaw. He's a seesaw guy, you know? Um, the trend is, I would say, moving back up, I would think, right? So, peak down, we can move back up. But hmm, when he moves back up, he do make leaps. He do make leaps. 7 to 9, 5 to 10, 5 to 8, you know? So he makes like a 3K, 3 to 5K leap. I'll put him at 7. He won't get 8, bro. This is super spicy. Super spicy. But I'm fading him. Let's go. Under 8 crochet. I don't think you do it, bro. I don't think so. It's plus money. And there you have it, guys. Super spicy live parlay. Uh plus 8,896 odds. I'm gonna plug this in. Like I said, if you want access to these picks, it's 2 ways. Join the Dub Club, use code UNK. You get 50% off your first month in the YouTube executive tier. Link in the description. All right, guys, if you made it this far, like I said, drop a like, drop some comments. What you playing, what you not. Um, Tell me I'm blowed for my picks, whatever, bro. I will respond. I appreciate you, and let's get this money.